Hey everyone, it's April 27th, Tuesday. My name is Dan Charles with DailyCoin, and it's time for the trade of the day. So let's get into it. Today's trade of the day is going to be MKR. Now, MKR was the trade of the day last week, April 21st, and I thought that it would potentially hit 5,000, and it did it the next day, but then you can see it pulled back sharply. We've been going really sideways, definitely pulling back as well. But today we're setting up and breaking out. And that's why it's the trade of the day. But before we continue with MKR, let's get back to yesterday's trade of the day. And that was Ethereum. And here was yesterday. Yeah, I just thought there was more upside on Ethereum. I thought it could take out its all-time high, which was 26.45. Made on April 22nd, and you can see it did that, but right now it is pulling back below that high right now as we speak. But overall, Ethereum was the trade of the day yesterday. Had a nice move. I do think there's more upside potential on Ethereum, but that was yesterday's. Let's get to today's MKR. Now MKR, the first thing I look at when I look at this daily chart is this pattern, this breakout pattern on the 15th, this pullback, this breakout on the 21st and 22nd, pullback, and then this breakout here. So the pattern is really breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback, breakout, pullback. And you can really see that clearly when you line up these lows and you line up the closes, or the potential closes where I haven't closed yet. But you really see that similar look to them. But this is a smaller range so far. You can see this was a big range, and I always say big ranges are always going to pull back. So never buy into anything when you have a big rangy breakout, whatever time frame you're looking at. This is the daily chart. So you never want to be buying right here because you're probably going to pull back. You want to be buying as close as you can to the moving average. Let's remove those drawings. Okay, so we're also hitting a bit of resistance because the high today was 45.99 and it's pulling back, as you can see. So that's telling us we do have a bit of resistance at 4,600. So that definitely needs to be noted. Overall, the idea is that this is going to get back above 5,000. It was barely above it the other day. It did cross more than 5,000, hitting 5,070 on April 22nd, but then it pulled back, as you can see. So we are hitting resistance at 46 and pulling back. We got to bust through and close above that 46. But overall, I like the upside on MKR from here. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Now you can see the weekly chart, the last 3 weeks, MKR has really been breaking out nicely. And it looks to continue this week. We're still early in the week, only Tuesday here. So the idea that it can take out the high from last week looked pretty good, but we do got to bust through that 46 area. Prior, you can see we broke out early January. Went a bit sideways for 3 weeks, then broke out, pulled back, sideways, and then this breakout on the April 12th week. So overall, MKR looking very strong recently. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Now remember, these are the key charts I like to look at. Daily is the first thing I look at. Then I go to the weekly, then I go to the 4-hour, then I'll go to the 1 hour, and then I'll even take a look at the 15 and sometimes even lower. It's also very important to draw in trend lines, connect where the pullbacks are, draw them in, connect the pullbacks. So now when you look at this on a daily chart, which I'll show you in a second, first you can see we were going sideways here. Here's the breakout, 1700 my time, breaking out, showing that resistance around 4600, pulling back, But overall, I still think we could break out and potentially test and break this 5,000 area. Back to the daily. So now when you look at the daily, you can see our trend line is in nicely. Our resistance areas are in. It's looking nice and clean. And that's the target. Here's the resistance. Here's the trend line. We want to continue to hold that trend line. We can also look at very important support levels. 4,000. Always look at the solid whole numbers. 4,000, 41, 42, 48, 52, etc. So 4,000, very important support. The next thing I would do is I'm going to look at roughly the high and low of the current candle. And I like to draw a line through the middle of that. And that's roughly 42.50, let's call it. So I want to see price hold above 42.50. If it breaks and closes below that, then we might be pulling back more. But if it can stay above that price, I'm going to be more confident. We take out 46, and in the next day, 2 days, we take out the all-time high. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. Okay, so here's the 15-minute. We're pulling up on the 15-minute. The last hour, we've really been pulling back after hitting that resistance. So I like the way this, you can see, here's 42. There's that halfway mark that we need to stay above. And we'll see what happens on this candle here. But if this can break out, take out these most recent highs around 45.50, then I'll be very confident that this continues. So that is the trade of the day. It's MKR again. We'll do a follow-up on Ethereum tomorrow, and of course MKR. But thank you for watching. I look forward to doing the trade of the day tomorrow, and we shall see you tomorrow. Have a great day.